In today's video, we're going to show you 23 really fun ideas to do this Christmas. They are all very simple. We hope you like them. We will begin with this beautiful little candy house. We'll need a paper cup, pencil, tempera, brush, and string. With a pencil, let's draw what we want on our cup. We wanted to make a little candy house. With snow, a door, and lots of candies. And now that it's drawn, we can finally color it. With a fine brush, we're going to paint little by little. The more colors you use, the prettier and more Christmassy it will look. When the paint dries, make a hole on the top to put the string. Make a knot first. Pass it through. And that's it! And look at this little candy house! It gives the tree a very original look, and you can make as many as you want. Let's continue. Now let's make these multicolor flat bubbles. Do you like the colors? The technique to make this is so much fun. We'll need a container, shaving foam, food dye, a toothpick, white cardboard, scissors, and string. The first thing we need is to make these bubbles out of white cardboard. You can use any circular object. Draw the top part. Blow if there's any cut hairs, in my case. Oops! Cut it out and make more if you want. In a container, put shaving foam, and spread it well with your hands. Before going on, wash your hands. Now you can let the kids add all the food coloring they want. Then with the toothpick, move it to make shapes like this. Now simply put the bubbles on top of the shaving foam. Raise it slowly. And now, remove the foam. And look at the drawing we have created. It's super original. When they're dry, add the string and put them in your tree to add that touch of color. Finally, let's make this funny reindeer full of chocolate. It's super easy. We'll need chocolate-covered peanuts, empty bubble, googly eyes, a red pom-pom, one pipe cleaner, and liquid silicone. The most difficult part of this is to put the peanuts inside the bubble. Put one half inside of the other like this, and put the peanuts inside. Begin closing it slowly, adding peanuts little by little. When it's full, close it very well. Make sure that it closes completely, or when you hang it on the tree there will be peanuts all over the floor. Now let's turn it into a reindeer. The first thing we'll do is to glue the googly eyes. Like this. Now the red nose. And now with a brown pipe cleaner we're going to make the antlers of the reindeer. Fold it in half, leaving a hole to put them in the bubble later. Shape it like this. And put it on the head of the reindeer. You can add a little bit of silicone so that they don't move too much. Add the string so you can hang it. And there you have it! Now when you're hungry you can open it and take some peanuts. Let's go with the next Christmas idea. For this activity we're going to use these containers with lids that are used for sauces. Because they have the perfect size for what we want to do today. We're going to use 25 in total, one for each day. And for the base of our calendar we're going to use a piece of cardboard like this one. Although if you have construction paper it works as well. We're going to start by painting our cardboard to make it look nicer. We're going to make the shape of a tree, so you can make it green if you want, but we wanted to make it white so that it reminded us of the snow. The paint has dried, so now it's time to put the containers that I showed you before in the shape of a Christmas tree, because we think it can look very funny. You can also do it in a circular shape as a Christmas wreath, whatever you like. Now that they're all in place, we're going to mark the contour to know where to cut, leaving a little margin so that we can decorate it a little bit more later. We remove the cup so that we can cut it well. And that's it! Here you can see how it's all cut out. And now we're going to give it that touch of snow that I was telling you about, using this snowflake confetti that we had. I separated it into the two colors that I had, and I'm putting in alternating blue and white so that all the flakes can be seen. To glue them I use a hot glue gun, although with white glue they would have also stayed very well. And now we're going to glue our little cups one by one until we cover the cardboard tray completely. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, it helps us a lot to keep creating new videos every week. And now comes the best moment. We grab our favorite chocolate candies and we're going to put them in the containers like this. As you can see, the size is perfect, they all fit easily. And now that we have filled the cups, we're going to close them one by one, so that the candies don't come out. And finally we can put the numbers on our calendar. Here you can write them yourselves on the lids, or you can use these drawings that we're going to use. They have all the characters of the series with Christmas drawings, so that the kids can get excited every day they have to open one. We'll leave the link in the description of the video. We've put them at a very low price so that anyone who wants them can use them in their advent calendar. I've laminated them so that they're more protected, although that is totally optional. And now we cut them all out, like this. And now we have all the numbers cut out. All that's left to do is to glue them with a little bit of silicone on top of the lids, in the order that you want. We wanted to alternate them so that each day you have to look for the number, although you can also put them in order and it will look great. And just like that, we have already made our super original advent calendar. What do you think? We love the results! Every day you have to go to that day's number, see what chocolate candy is there, and eat it, of course! Tell us in the comments what you think of this idea, and if you're going to do it at home. Let's see the next idea. For these Christmas balls,
first we'll make artificial snow. It's very easy. We need 1 cup of salt and 1 cup of shaving cream. Mix it well, and then we add white glitter to make it shine like snow. And look at that texture! It looks a lot like real snow. Very good, Gata Moon, it looks great! Oops, Gato Rainbow, maybe you added too much shaving cream. Let's start with this beautiful bauble. It is the ice sculpture Gato Rainbow made for Gata Moon in the snow episode. You will need an empty plastic bauble, scissors, a glue gun, artificial snow, white glue, small brush, and a printed image of the ice sculpture. We will leave all these images in the description below so you can download them. Start by putting white glue on one of the halves and spreading it well with a brush. And now add glitter to cover everything. Do the same on the other half, but put glue only on the edge, so that there is a hole in the center where we will see the ice sculpture. Carefully cut the image. We've laminated it so that it's more stable, but you can glue it to a white cardboard and get the same effect. With the glue gun, glue the image to one of the halves very carefully, and wait until it dries so that it doesn't move. Fill the other half with artificial snow, close it, and that's it! Now we're going to make these beautiful bubbles of Gata Moon and Gato Rainbow. We will need silver paint, a brush, scissors, a glue gun, and the images of Gato Rainbow and Gata Moon. When when cutting them, leave extra paper under their feet so we have a base to glue it later. Now carefully make small dots. One of the house will be completely covered in dots, while the other one needs to be clear in the center so we can see what's inside. Do the same with the second bubble. And now make more dots with white glue, and with the same brush add a little bit of glitter. Now put glue on the base we didn't cut. Close it. And we have Gato Rainbow's bubble. Do the same with Gata Moon. Close it. And that's it. They look great. And now we're going to make this bubble inspired by Gato Rainbow and Gata Moon's house. We will need a plastic bubble, silver paint, a brush, an image of Gato Rainbow and Gata Moon's house, scissors, glue gun, and artificial snow. Cut the house and measure well to know where to bend so that it fits in the bubble. Fold the corners so you can glue it later. And now, paint some stripes on the top. Do the same on the other half. This is how it will look like when we put them together. Carefully put the house in one of the halves. And fill the other one with artificial snow. Close it, shake it well, and that's it! How cool! We hope you liked it. Leave a comment telling us which was your favorite bubble.
Let's continue with 3 very cool ideas to work on fine motor skills with your kids. For the first activity, we're going to use a piece of green cardboard and we're going to fold it in half like this. Now we're going to take a pair of scissors and we're going to cut it like a Christmas tree. Whenever we want to cut something symmetrical, we always use this technique because this always looks perfect. When we have it, we close it again and cut the inside of the tree to keep only the outline. See? It should look something like this. Now we're going to take some contact paper like this one and we're going to remove the back paper and leave it like this on the table. Now we glue the outline of the tree we prepared before and we almost have the base of the activity. You can actually leave it like this, but if you cut off the excess plastic, it will look even better and it will be easier for the children to understand what they have to do. Perfect! Now we take out some pompoms and we're going to use some tweezers like this to put them on the tree. But first, we can't forget to add a star on top of the tree to make it even more beautiful. And now the kids have to use the tweezers to pick up the pompoms carefully and stick them on the tree. This way they're working on their hands muscles, which will help them to be able to hold the pencil better when the time comes. And look how beautiful the result is! This activity is always a guaranteed success. And since they stick to the paper, they can be used to decorate wherever you like. Let us know in the comments what you think of this idea. Let's continue. For this idea, we're going to need Play-Doh. And since I want to make a gingerbread man, I'm going to mix orange Play-Doh with some green Play-Doh to end up with this color more similar to the cookies. And to make the shape, I was going to use this cookie cutter, but it was too small. That's why I'm shaping it with my fingers, but it can look great both ways. This activity consists of giving the kids colorful beads to decorate the gingerbread cookie, although the first thing we need to do is put some eyes. make a little mouth, of course. And now we can start decorating it as we like. With this, the children will be working on their pincer grip with their fingers, having to pick up the beads and carefully putting them where they want. And it looks so funny! The best thing is that if they don't like something, they can take it off and put it back on. This activity is always a hit too, and you can make thousands of designs. We're going to try to make a Christmas wreath to see how it looks. And don't forget to subscribe if you're liking this video. We put several beads on our Christmas wreath. And look how pretty it looks! We can also make a Christmas tree, whatever you can think of. Then you can let them dry or take a picture to always have the memory of where your kids created. Do you like it? Let's continue with today's last idea. We're going to make some ornaments for the tree with the pipe cleaners. And again, using these beads. We're just going to bend the end of the pipe cleaner a little bit so that the beads don't come off when they put them on. With this activity, we will work on their fine motor skills and eye-hand coordination. When they've put all the beads, we close it and they can shape it however they want. Here we made a star. What do you think? It's a super simple idea, but they love to create their own ornaments. And on top of that, they're working on many skills while doing it. You can also make more complex patterns, but with simpler shapes, like this candy cane. We love how these ornaments turned out. Every year I make them in my class with my students and they create great things. Well, we continue with the Christmas activities. Now we're going to make this Christmas wreath. To make it we will need green tissue paper, green foam, pompoms, scissors, thread or string, silicone, and if you want, a drawing or photo to put inside. We will start by cutting many squares of tissue paper, and if you have 2 shades of green, it will look even better. The squares don't have to be perfect, because look, we're going to twist them like this, so that they are closed at the bottom, but open at the top. This part will take you a while, but if you do this activity with children, it will be the perfect moment to develop their fine motor skills. Besides, take it from me, it will look really cool and it will be worth it to have twisted so many pieces of paper. Now we're going to make a circle in the foam and cut it out. Here you can't see it very well, but there's an outer circle and an inner circle. So we cut both, and we are left with this. And of course, we subscribe to this channel. Now we're going to make a little hole at the top with any sharp object. I'm using a pencil. Now we take a piece of string or thread, and we make a knot like this. And now we're going to pass it through the hole we just made, so we can hang our wreath where we want. And now yes, we begin to glue the tissue paper we've prepared before. This can be done with a silicone gun or with cold silicone to avoid burning. The trick is to put them pretty close together so that you don't see the foam underneath. And it will look much better. Also, I forgot to tell you that if you don't have foam, it's totally fine. You can use card or green painted cardboard for the base of the wreath. And if you're liking this video, don't forget to leave us a like. We put the last papers on our wreath, and it's almost ready. While I'm looking for some red pompoms to put on it, I tell you that you still have this Christmas pack available with a lot of fun activities to do with the kids. Mazes, coloring pages, letters, activities to cut out, and much more. As always, we'll leave you the link in the description of this video. And now we're going to decorate a little bit more this beautiful wreath with some red pompoms. You can put them in any color that you want, but we thought it would be even more Christmassy if we focused only on the red and green colors. And now we have them all glued together. Now we can use this beautiful wreath to decorate our door or any part of the house. Or we can make it even more special and put a nice photo that we like. This way it will be a wreath and a Christmas frame. We love it, do you? I think Gato Rainbow Gata Moon liked it too. Let's continue. For this craft we will need cardboard, pasta or lentils that we will use to decorate, white glue, and paint. We're going to start by making a circle in our cardboard. And we're going to cut it out, leaving a small piece at the top, where we will put the string of our ball. We will make a hole to be able to pass rope. We tie it and we put it through the hole that we had made. Now we're going to cover the entire surface of our Christmas ball with white glue. And we're going to spread it with a brush. You can put even more glue. Think that we're going to put slightly heavy things, and this way we will make sure that they don't fall. And now it's time to get creative. We're going to place the pasta and lentils or whatever you have to decorate, and we will make patterns that we like to fill the whole bowl. You can be as creative as you want. This part is a lot of fun for the kids and will help them to work on the pincer movement with their fingers and develop their fine motor skills. So you have a fun activity that will also be great for them. By the way, if you want to see more videos of ideas like this and educational episodes for kids, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You will make Gato Rainbow Gata Moon very happy. When we already have the whole bowl decorated, we're going to add a little bit more of glue around the pasta. This is optional, but I decided to do it to make sure that it would stay well attached to the cardboard and it would not fall off. It's okay if you see a lot of glue now because it will be transparent when it dries. And now we let it dry on a flat surface until we can't see the glue. In our case, we'll let it dry overnight. You can leave it like that or give it a touch of color and paint it. This part is also very fun for the kids because there are many nooks and crannies and it's very fun to paint it with a brush, although a little bit difficult too. When we had all the colors, we thought it lacked a little bit of glitter. So I found this glitter glue and decided to put it all over the ball. Then you also have to let it dry, and ready! It looks very funny, we love it! It's an easy activity that you can do at school or at home, and we're sure the kids will have a lot of fun. Let's go with the next craft. We will need white tissue paper, a piece of cardboard in the color of your choice, another piece of cardboard of a different color, a bit of orange foam, googly eyes, thread or string, and scissors. Let's get started. We're going to make some sort of pompoms with a tissue paper to create a snowman. I'm folding several layers of white tissue paper like this, as if it were an accordion. Remember to mark each fold well to make it look even prettier. When we're done, we're going to fold it in half so we know where to put the string. And we're going to tie it tight with a couple knots. We cut the leftover string. And now we're going to cut the ends of the paper like this, so that we get a really cool pom-pom. When we have it, we're going to separate sheet by sheet, carefully, so that it doesn't break. By the way, did you know about this way of making pom-poms? We love the result and we use them a lot to decorate, although we've never shown it in the channel. When we have separated all the layers, look at how nice our pom-poms look. We're going to make another one just like this one and another one a little bit smaller, which will be more difficult to separate. But look how nice it looks. We just need the face. We're going to cut a triangle of orange foam, which will be the carrot of the nose. Round the end a little bit, and that's it. Then we will put 2 little googly eyes to have a complete face. Now we're going to make a scarf for this snowman so he doesn't get cold, of course. We cut 2 strips of cardboard, and on the shorter one we're going to make some fringes like this. That's it. We have the scarf. Let's glue it all on a piece of cardboard. We're going to use this reflective blue one, but any will do. We place it first to check that everything fits, and we glue it with silicone or white glue. When we have it, we put the face also with the glue. It looks very wintry, doesn't it? If you have kids and want to see winter and Christmas cartoons with them, we'll leave you some videos for them in the description of the video. We put the scarf on our friend. And as he was missing something, we decided to make a little hat for him. And some little hands, of course. And it's ready! We love that it is in 3D. It looks great. What do you think? We'll read you in the comments. Let's go with the next idea. We love this technique. We will need 2 pieces of cardboard, a pair of scissors, an old toothbrush, paint, and a marker. Let's create a template to make this beautiful Christmas card. As you can see, I've folded a cardboard in half, and I've cut out a Christmas tree to make it symmetrical as I always do. We open it, and what we're going to keep is this part of the cardboard. You can use the other tree to decorate it too, but now we will need this template. Now we fold another piece of cardboard in half, which will be our card. And we put the stencil we just made on top of it. We center it well, and when it's in the exact place we like, we're going to tape it to the card. I'm using this washi tape because it doesn't stick too much and then it can be easily removed from the card. If you only have normal tape, use just a little bit because otherwise it will damage the card. And now we take paint and a toothbrush that we don't use obviously, and we're going to go throwing the paint like this with the help of the brush. It's a very funny technique and the results are amazing, you'll see now. When we have covered the whole tree, we carefully remove the stencil. And look how it turned out! We couldn't love it more. Now since it's still wet, we open it carefully and write whatever we want. In our case, we put Merry Christmas in English and in Spanish. Now we're going to glue a star on top of our tree. And we do the bottom of the tree with a marker. And when the paint dries, it's ready! We can give it as gift to whoever we want. What do you think? Now we're going to make a Christmas ball. Let's get started. The first thing we have to do is choose the design that we want inside of our ball. Let's see. This year we're going to put Gato Rainbow. We have laminated it to protect it more, and we cut it out like this, leaving a strip of paper at the bottom. The trick to not damage our image inside the ball is to put another ball inside. We had a hard time thinking of this solution, but it's the way that our image will never get water and our ball will last for many years. Well, and now comes the more complicated part, which is to put the image inside the small ball, and we have to put it through the small hole. You have to be careful not to bend it too much. Just fold it a little, like rolling it up, and we put it in carefully. That's it! And look, we already have it inside. Now we're going to remove this wire from the top of the ball to have a flat surface. We fold the strip of paper that we had left under Gato Rainbow, and we put glue. Here I'm using super glue, but later you'll see that I also use silicone because it sticks much better. I used a stick to make sure it stuck really well. That's it! Now with more glue we're going to put it inside the lid, so that when we close it, it stays like that and no liquid gets inside. This part is important since it's the main reason we put this small ball, to protect the image from the liquid so that it does not get damaged. That's why I'm also pouring more silicone around the edge so that no liquid can get in. Perfect! Now yes, let's prepare our ball. We remove the lid, and as you can see they also have this other protective cover. It is hard to take off, but that's the idea. And in this second lid is where we're going to glue the ball that we've prepared with Gato Rainbow. And in the clear part, we're going to pour all the glitter that we want. Here you can choose your kids' favorite colors. We wanted to make it really wintry, so we chose white and blue glitter. And we threw in these snowflakes as well. And now we're going to fill it up with baby oil. If you don't have any, you can do it with water and it will look great too. What we like about the oil is that it makes the glitter fall more slowly and we love the effect. If you're liking this video, don't forget to subscribe. We're not going to fill it up to the top because we will still have to put Gato Rainbow's ball and the lid. And to prepare it, I'm going to use a container so that the ball does not tip over. We prepare the lid with Gato Rainbow, pouring a little bit of super glue to make sure that once closed, it does not open at all. This part is optional, but we prefer to make sure. We tighten it very well so that it does not come out. With a napkin, we're going to dry all the oil that may have been left outside. That way, when we put the other lid, it won't come off. Here I used white glue because the silicone dries very quickly and otherwise the lid would not close well. And we're going to leave it upside down for 24 hours. We don't want to touch it too soon before the glue has dried. And now we can turn it upside down and look how fun it has turned out! Gato Rainbow looks great! And the glitter falls slowly through the oil. What do you think? Let's continue. For the next activity we will need cardboard of different colors, scissors, contact paper, wool, and markers. Let's start by cutting a yellow cardboard in the shape of our beloved Gato Rainbow. Now we're going to make the face with a black marker. And the nose. But since I didn't really like the way it looked with marker, I decided to cut a piece of pink paper and glue it on top. Perfect! Now we're going to draw the shape of the beard with pencil. Because what we're going to make is Gato Rainbow dressed as Santa Claus. It's going to look very funny. Now we cut out what we just drew and put it on a cardboard with some glue. That's it! And we can't forget Santa's hat. Gato Rainbow loves it. We glue the details of the hat. And now we're going to finish drawing the beard on the cardboard, so we know where to cut. And although now we're going to cut this part, as I said, we can make the mouth to have it in the next step. In a minute, I'll explain how to put it. First, we cut out the beard like this, being careful not to cut the yellow cardboard. And when we have it, we cut out the mouth that we've drawn before. Like this. Now we turn the cardboard over And here we're going to put the contact paper. In my case, it is clear contact paper, but if you have a white one, for example, it's okay. We remove the paper and stick it on the cardboard. Here it's important that the table is very clean so that nothing sticks on the other side. We turn it over again, and now we put the little mouth we cut before. It's almost ready. Now we're going to take some white wool and we're going to cut it into very small pieces with a pair of scissors. We should end up with something like this, a lot of pieces of wool to complete Gato Rainbow's beard. Now the kids would have to put the wool in the beard little by little until it's completely full. It's a great activity to work on fine motor skills with them. And they love it because the wool sticks to the paper. And best of all, they don't get glue all over their fingers. The result is really funny, what do you think? We'll read you in the comments. And before we go on, we have something important to announce. We have renewed our website. This is the new address. We will leave it in the description of the video for you to go and take a look. Here you'll be able to download directly all of our resources and buy the ones that have a prize. You can also download this Christmas pack with lots of activities. Check out what's included. Well, let's go on. For the next activity we're going to need markers, 2 squares of paper, glue, scissors, and some wool. We're going to fold the paper like this, first diagonally, and then to the other side, also diagonally. And finally in half this way, on one side and on the other. It should look something like this. And now we're going to decorate it as we like. In our case, we wanted to make a few yellow lines until we received a visitor on the recording set. When he left, we were able to continue decorating our paper. We saw this idea on Instagram and we liked it a lot. We'll leave the account of the girl who made it in the description of this video, because she has really cool ideas. And speaking of Instagram, I invite you to follow us on our Gato Rainbow and Gata Moon's account. There we upload a lot of ideas and we'll let you know every time we upload a new video on YouTube. We'll be waiting for you there. Ready, we finished decorating the square. This is how cool it turned out, look! Now we're going to take the scissors and make some small cuts up to the middle of the line approximately, in this part. And now we're going to fold it backwards like this. We have to create 4 peaks in total. Now we're going to take the glue and we're going to put it on one of the sides and glue the other one on top. You can do this with liquid silicone or with a hot glue gun so that it's even better glued if you want. Now look how cool it is! We love the result! They look super nice to decorate everything for Christmas. But now we're going to make another star. I've already folded the paper and I'm decorating it, this time with creative graphics. I'm making a different design on each corner of my paper, so it will be a very cute star. This is the part that the kids will love the most, because they can decorate the stars as they like. It's ready! I've already glued it and it looks like this. What do you think? We love the result! Now we need to take the 2 stars we've made and we're going to make a small hole in one of them. I'm using a pencil to make a tiny hole. Now we pass the wool or thread that we want. We make a knot, and that way it will not escape. We just put a little bit of glue all over the star to be able to glue the other one on the back. Here we recommend using silicone, either cold or hot, because only with this glue it's not so resistant. We have it! Now we can hang our star. And look how it turned out! We really love the results. And the best thing is that you can make as many as you want to decorate everything for Christmas. Let's go with the next one. This time we're going to play with ice. We will need some balloons, small toys, a tray, and water, of course. We're going to use these mini erasers that we found and that we thought were so cool. They come in various Christmas designs, and we think they are ideal for this type of activity. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet. It helps us a lot to keep creating videos like this one. Now we're going to put the erasers inside the balloon with patience until they're all inside. And when we have them, we're going to fill it with water. We put it in the faucet and fill it. Now we close it carefully, trying not to leave any air inside. And now we're going to put it in the freezer overnight. And they're ready! We cut the balloon. And put it on a tray so that we don't fill everything with water. Here, as you can see, are all the mini erasers. And to play, you have to ask the kids to free them by taking them out of the ice. You can give them warm water so they can try to defrost them, give them salt, and let them play and experiment by themselves. It's a very fun game for them. And you can talk to them about the snow, the ice, the temperature in winter. We're sure they will have a great time. It is one of those activities that never fails. Now we're going to make another version of the Christmas ball. To make it, we will need a glass jar, glitter, images or drawings that we will laminate later, scissors, and a hot glue gun. Let's start preparing the images that will go inside of the snow globe. I printed this Gato Rainbow Gata Moon with the Christmas tree. And as you can see, I'm cutting them carefully as close to the edge as possible. If you don't want to use images, you can also ask your kids to make a small drawing that fits in your jar. And then laminate it just like we're going to do with this. We finished cutting out Gato Rainbow and also the Christmas tree. By the way, has any of you started decorating your house for Christmas? Let us know in the comments, we'll love talking to you. When we have all the images well cut out, it's time to laminate them. This step is very important so that they don't get wet inside the jar, although you can also put several layers of clear tape. In a minute, I'll explain how to make it work the same way as this laminating sheet. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're liking this video. We already have them! Now we're going to cut them out too, but leaving a few millimeters of plastic so that the water doesn't reach the paper and it doesn't get wet. If you do it with tape, it's very important that you do the same and put 2 layers if possible. And if you have a laminator like me here, it will be enough to laminate it once because it's much firmer. When you cut it out, don't forget to leave a little extra plastic on the bottom so we can stick them later to the base of our snow globe and they won't move. That's it! Now we're going to do the same with Gata Moon, leaving a plastic margin and a little extra at the bottom so we can glue it. And finally, we cut out the Christmas tree in the same way. Depending on the jar you have, you can put more or less images inside, or even put one very large one if it fits. We're sure that this craft will look great if you do it. We'll love the result of ours. In a minute we'll show it to you. Let's prepare now what will be the bottom of our snow globe. For that I've put silicone on the lid of the jar, and I'm going to glue the different images. First the Christmas tree, and we make sure that it's straight. Then we put a little more silicone and glue Gata Moon. Ready. And finally we're going to glue Gato Rainbow here. We make sure that they're all well glued, and look, it looks great! Now let's prepare the water for our jar. First we put some glitter in the jar. perfect. And I'm also going to pour these little stars that I had that will be perfect in our snow globe. Ready. And finally we put water up to the top so that there is hardly any air left. And now it's time to put the lid on our jar and see how it looks like. We can't wait to see it. We take the jar with the water and put the lid on carefully. Like this. And we're going to close it very well. If you want, you can put more silicone to make sure that it's completely closed. And look how beautiful! What do you think? Let us know in the comments if you like the result of this Christmas snow globe with El Gato Rainbow and El Gato Moon. We couldn't like it more, and we have already put it at home to decorate it for Christmas and to fill it with Christmas spirit. And now we will make a Zen garden with snow.
We will start by taking the lid of a shoebox and putting a plastic sheet on the base. And now let's do the most important thing, the snow. As you saw in the video of the Christmas bubbles, we will put equal parts of salt and shaving foam and then add a lot of glitter. And we put it in the shoebox. We're going to make this 3D tree. We will need green cardboard, scissors, a pencil, and a piece of white paper. Fold the paper and make the shape of a tree with the scissors. This way, it will be perfectly symmetrical. Now, trace the silhouette of the tree on the green cardboard twice. Laminate it so that it lasts longer, and cut them carefully. We will make a cut from below, and in the other one from above. Put them together, and we already have a three-dimensional tree. Now we're going to make these cool shovels to play with the snow. We will only need a glue gun, a brush, 2 plastic spoons, silver paint, straw, scissors, and a pencil. With the pencil, trace this shape in the spoons. Cut them. Now take the straw, remove the folding part, and cut it in half. Make a small cut on one side to fit the spoon inside. Put some glue and put in the spoon carefully. And they're done! Now paint them with silver paint to make them look metallic. We're going to make these furry candy canes. We will need scissors and red and white pipe cleaners. Roll the 2 pipe cleaners together. Cut sticks of the same size. Curve the top, and you're done! Let's make the house of Gato Rainbow and Gata Moon with real light. We will need a glue gun, red and white paint, silver paint, a pencil, scissors, a brush, a light string with batteries, an X-Acto knife, cardboard, and a template of the house that we will leave in the description box. Begin by tracing the silhouette of the house in the cardboard and cutting it carefully with an X-Acto knife. Once we had all the pieces, we realized that it is better to cut the little triangles on the edge of the small pieces to be able to better fit the house later. Now let's remove the windows of our template with an X-Acto knife. And also the door. Draw all the windows and the door in the house that we had cut. And remove them with the knife. With thin strips of cardboard, make the interior frames of the windows. Glue them from behind with the help of the glue gun. And now time to paint! We had to apply several layers of paint because ours was very liquid, but with acrylic paint, 1 or 2 layers will be enough. Paint the inside of the windows with silver paint, as well as a frame. And the red door, inside and out. And now, let's put the house together. First the sides, and now the back. Trace the base in another cardboard so we can make the roof. Cut it. Paint it white. And glue it to the top of the house. Let's paint the visible cardboard white. Put the lights inside. And look at how pretty it is! Very good, guys! Now we only need to make you. We will only need an image of Gato Rainbow and Gata Moon and a glue gun, laminate them, and take a piece of extra laminated white paper. Cut carefully and leave a base at their feet, like we did with the Christmas baubles. Cut 2 circles out of the white laminated paper. Put glue on the base and glue it to the circle. Add more glue on the back for extra support. And we have them done! Have you seen how easy and fun this activity was? We hope you like it! If so, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any videos.
Now we're going to make another advent calendar. We will need cardboard or Christmas colored paper, sheets of paper, chocolates or candies, a felt tip pen, glue, and scissors. Let's get to it. We always see those advent calendars that you can buy at the store, and we really wanted to make our own. As you know, an advent calendar is used to count down to Christmas Day, so we're going to make a simple one. The first thing to do is to take cardboard of a Christmas color and cut small rectangles of the same size. We chose this one because we love that it's reflective, so it's even more Christmassy, but any green cardboard will do. To make your rectangles, you can measure them with a ruler, or do as I did and fold the cardboard so that all the pieces are the same size. The key is to fold it little by little and cut it. And this way we will have all the rectangles we need. Psst, remember to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos. It helps us a lot to keep making new ones. In this case, we will need 24 rectangles. And they can be all the same color, or you can combine them. We made 14 green ones and 10 red ones. And in each of them we're going to write the numbers from 1 to 24 with marker. Here it seems that you can't see it, but now I'll show it to you closely. See? And so we're going to write them all. The color doesn't matter because we're not going to put the numbers in order later. That way it will be so much more fun to look for them. Don't miss it, we will show you later. Here, as I said, it seems that the numbers don't look good, but I promise that you can see them perfectly in person. When we have them, we make the most important thing, and for that I cut a golden star, and there we're going to write number 25, Christmas Day. Perfect! Now we're going to prepare some envelopes to put the chocolate or candies in. As you can see, I've folded a sheet of paper in half, and now I've folded again on both sides. Then we're going to fold it several times to get equal shapes again, as we've done with the green cardboard. In a minute, when I unfold it, you will be able to see it much better. It should look more or less like this. If you have small envelopes or bags, you can use them instead of making these ones, although they're super easy to make and it takes no time at all. Now cut the paper in half like this, and along each of the lines we folded before. This way, we will have several double rectangles like this one. Now we simply fold the ends like this and put some glue on them. When we join them together, we have managed to make a kind of envelope or bag open at the top, you see? It took us no time at all. So now we make 24 more to have 25 in total, one for each day of our advent calendar. When we have them, we're going to glue them behind each of the rectangles that we had made before. We're going to glue them little by little. That's it, perfect. And we cannot forget to put one also on the star. Now we have them all, and it's time to fill them with chocolate. For your calendar, you can use the candy that you like the most. We have chosen this kind of dark chocolate M&Ms of a different brand that we love. And they come in Christmas colors, so they're perfect for this activity. They are delicious. Let us know in the comments which candy would you put in the advent calendar. We read you. Let's put it together. We take one of the rectangles with the number that we've made and put 2 in the envelope that we've glued on the back, one for each of us. But you can put as many candies as you want. Just don't overdo it, of course. And we're going to prepare all the numbers of the advent calendar. We won't leave any of them without chocolate, because every day we can take one and eat it. Imagine what a shame if when we open one we see that there is no chocolate inside. And now finally it's time to put it all on the wall. For that we've chosen to stick it with this tape, because it does not leave any mark and holds very well. But if you don't want to stick anything on your wall, we invite you to put it with some string and pegs so that every day you can take one envelope. I'm putting them all randomly, so you have to look for the day on the wall, and it's even better. This is the best for the kids because it adds fun to the moment of eating the chocolate in the calendar. So you can see I've put it this way so that it looks like a Christmas tree, and at the top you can't miss the star. Perfect, we have it! What do you think? Now we just have to start using it on December 1st, looking for the number 1 and taking the chocolate inside. We can't wait to start using it. What do you think? Will you make this super simple Christmas advent calendar? We read you! And to finish this compilation of ideas, we're going to show you how to make a Christmas scene like this one. For this project, we will have to do many different things. The first thing will be a Christmas tree. And we will need a straw, small piece of cardboard, small pompoms, pipe cleaners, scissors, and a glue gun. We're going to cut the straw a little bit so that it's not too big. And in the little piece of cardboard cut as a circle, we will stick it like this, vertically. Now we will cut pieces of pipe cleaner from longer to shorter. And now we'll be putting the pipe cleaners around the straw. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to continue watching videos like this. When we finish, we will put one on top to cover the straw. And now we'll be sticking the pom-poms at the tip of the pipe cleaners, as if they were the ornaments of the tree. The more colors you use, the more beautiful it will look. And look how easy it was! This is how our tree looks like. Let's go do the next thing. Now we're going to make a little present. We will simply need a piece of cardboard, scissors, glitter foam sheet of any color, glue gun, and some thin rope or thread. On a piece of cardboard, we will mark the measurements that we want our gift box to have. In my case, I made it of 2 centimeters. And now we cut it out. And we will be folding it to form like a cube. Since it will be covered with foam sheet on top and the bottom, we don't need to put cardboard everywhere. Now we also put silicone on the foam and wrap it up like this. When we've covered everything, we cut the extra and use it to put it on the missing parts. And now we're going to put the ribbon that will make it look more like a gift. We make a knot, a bow, and now we cut the excess. And there we have it! Have you seen how easy it was to do? And it looks pretty cool. You can do it in all the colors that you want. The next thing we're going to do is the fireplace. We'll love this part. We're going to need a piece of cardboard, a glue gun, red and orange cellophane, scissors, and fairy lights if you have them. Now, in the cardboard, we will be putting the measurements that we want for our fireplace. Any measurements are okay, as long as you make a rectangle. We will cut a total of 4 pieces like this. Now you'll see why. On one of them, we will make a margin of 2 centimeters on the top and on the sides. And now in the following cardboards, we will copy this shape. Except for one. There's one that we have to leave out without cutting. And as you see, when we put one on top of the other, we achieved some depth on our fireplace. We're going to start decorating the cardboard that goes on top. I'm using a white marker to make the bricks. And I'm also going to make the contour so that it looks nicer. When we have it, we will glue all the parts together. And finally, we put the cardboard with the bricks on top. And on the top, to have even a better finish, we will put another piece of cardboard. Now we have to make a small hole in the center, through which we will put the lights, and it will look like there's fire. And now we cut out the cellophane paper as if they were flames. They don't have to be perfect, because now you'll see that they will go one on top of the other. And we're going to be gluing them carefully with the silicone to the cardboard. Keep in mind that you should leave some space so that we can put the lights later. And of course, we have to add the socks to our fireplace. To make the socks, we will need red felt, cotton, little pegs, scissors, string, and a glue gun. Here I made a template of a sock on a piece of cardboard, and I'm going to trace it all over the felt. I made 7 socks, because there are 7 characters in this season of Gato Rainbow Gata Moon, but you can make as many as you want. And now we cut the pieces of cotton, and we will be gluing them on top of the socks. And my plan was to put them with the pegs, but it didn't look very good, so in the end I glued them to the string like this. And look how cool our fireplace is! Super Christmassy! At the end of the video we will show you how it looks with light. Now we're going to show you how we made the sofa. We will need a piece of cardboard, scissors, a glue gun, and brown felt. We will start by making 3 rectangles of the same size on our cardboard and 2 thinner ones, which will be the legs of the sofa. We will cut it out, and we will leave on one side 2 rectangles, on the other side 2 thin rectangles, and as you see, I cut the last rectangle in half, because they will be the armrest of the sofa. Like this. We will cut a little bit of felt for the seat. And to make it a little bit more soft, I decided to put some cotton. And on top of it, we're going to glue the felt. And we will cover all this cardboard shape. Now we'll do the same, but covering what will be the legs, which are the 2 thin rectangles. We do the same in both of them, and cut out the excess felt. And now we're going to glue it carefully on the bottom of the sofa. This way it will stay up. And finally, we will make the armrests. As we've done before, I've lined the cardboard with brown felt, and to make it look a little better, as you can see, I cut it in a curve. And now we simply glue it to the sides of the sofa. Very easy, right? And now we have a little sofa for our Christmas scene. Let's continue. Now finally we have to make the room where we will be putting all of this. For this we will need 2 pieces of cardboard, 2 pieces of construction paper to cover it, another piece of cardboard that will be the floor, an X-Acto knife, a marker, a glue gun, a ruler, and finally I will use a can of fabric to make the carpet on the floor. Let's start with the walls. Since I want to make a window, instead of doing it directly on the cardboard, I will do it on the construction paper, which is a little bit easier. Now I put it on top of the cardboard that I will use for the wall, and I trace this shape. I cut it with an X-Acto knife, and now I can glue the construction paper on top. And it fits perfectly. We can also put a frame to the window. In this case, I used strips of cardboard painted brown. And now we will make the other wall, simply by covering it with the same construction paper. And for the floor, it's as easy as cutting the fabric the same size as the cardboard, and glue it on top like this. And now for the walls to stay up, first we will put a line of silicone on the floor, and we will glue it. And to keep it standing, we will use 2 triangles like this to put them behind the wall. We do the same with the other cardboard, and put glue also where the 2 walls meet. And that would be it! But we're missing the characters. So we've printed this paper with all the characters of the season. And we just have to cut them out very carefully, and also cut out a white circle that will be the base. As you can see, I've left some extra space in the bottom of their feet, and that will help them stand up. And like that, we have everyone ready! I'm sure they're looking forward to seeing their little house. Are you ready? Look at how beautiful it is! We have fire in the fireplace, the sofa, the Christmas tree, and the gift. What do you think? The truth is that this project has been super fun to make. We've had a lot of fun. And if you do it with your kids, we're sure you'll have a great time playing with them. We hope you liked it very much. And there you have it, all the Christmas idea we've done so far. We hope you liked them a lot. You know you can leave us comments and we will answer you as soon as possible. We love talking to you. Thank you so much for watching our videos. See you in January with new videos. See you soon and happy holidays!